Hello guys. Let's talk about market orders. Okay. So in the foreign exchange market, you have two kinds of orders. So the first one is the instant execution. Okay. The second one is the pending orders. Okay. And just like the names explain, the instant execution is basically you are filling in an order at the current market price. So of course you know your ask and bid price. So if you are placing a buy trade, that means you are willing to get into the market at the current bid price, and if you are placing a sell trade, you are willing to get into the market at the current ask price. Okay, so those are the prices available for you as a trader for you to execute an order immediately. So what that means is, take a look at our chart right now. You can see this blue and red line. Okay, so if you get into a buy trade right now, your buy trade does not get filled out at where you have the blue line. Rather, your buy trade gets filled out at where you have the red line. Okay, same thing goes for the sell trade. So if you get into a sell trade right now, your trade does not get filled out on the red line, it gets filled out on the blue line. Okay, so remember that if you get into a buy trade, then that means that you're expecting price to keep on going upwards. Okay, that means that if you get into a buy trade right here, so B, your profit target is going to be above that level, and your loss target is going to be below that. So anything below where you got into a buy trade, it's putting you in a loss. I might keep on continuing like that. Okay, if you get into a sell trade, it's the exact opposite as well. So a sell trade, you're expecting that price is going to go downwards. Okay, but what happens is your profit target is going to be down. Okay, so you got into a sell right here, your profit target is down, and if anything that goes above that level is putting you in a loss. Okay, so having that understanding, let's look at the market right now. So look at where the price is currently quoted at. Okay, you see that we have the blue and the red line right here. So let's say I want to get into an execution right now for a buy trade. So I click on buy. Look at where my price gets filled at where we have the red line. Okay, so my price gets filled at where we had the red line. If I stay here and execute a sell trade as well, okay, you see that my price gets filled at where we have the blue line. Okay, so just always look at it. Look at, though, to make it easier for you, look at the direction where you are looking to get into an entry, then look at the line that is lowest at that level, or highest if you are getting into a buy. So if you are getting into a buy, look at both of these lines, which is highest, that's where your order gets filled at. Then look at if you are getting into a sell, look at the one which is lowest. Okay, that's where your order gets filled at. Okay, that's the easiest way to explain it to you. And then the difference between both of these, so look at this 139, so 1.3974, okay, 7, then 1.3972. okay, so this is a pip difference of 2. Okay, so this is what you know as your spread. Okay, so spread is basically charged by the broker. So the broker can take a spread of 2 pips, 1 pip, 0.5 pips, 1 pip, and 3 pipettes. Okay, it's just their the commission that they take from you for you to be able to execute a trade. So you won't really notice it because it does not put you in a whole lot of losses. If this is a real account, mostly your spread will be 1 pip and below 1 pip for some good brokers, and then for some it might be 2 pips. For some pairs like the NZD pairs, you might have spread of 3 pips and 4 pips. It really depends on the trading conditions, the market session that you have currently, and the liquidity in the foreign exchange market. Okay, and yeah, that's it basically. So you now understand how instant executions work. So you just come, there are 3 ways to go on your order panel. So you can just come on your quotes panel, then click on any instrument for a long time, then click on new order. So once you click on new order, you get brought here. Or you can go on your charts panel as well, click on the order button right here. Okay, so there's an order button right here, top right corner. If you click on that, you have the order panel. Okay, or you can come to your trades area and click here. Then the one you click on your trades panel brings out the data of the last trade that you closed up, or the last trade that you executed. So in this case it was GBP USD, that's why we have GBP USD here. But then you can always make the change at the right hand corner here. If you watched the video on MT4, you'd understand. So if I click on that, I can scroll through all of the pairs that we have on our watch list. So if I click on UJ, that is UJ right now. Okay, so then let's go back to GBP USD. Okay, so I want to get into a trade right now, an instant execution. That means that the only thing that you can edit here is your lot size. Okay, so let's say I want to use a 0.50. So 0.50. Okay, lot size has been edited. You can put a stop loss order or a take profit order depending on your bias for the trade. So if it's a sell trade, your stop loss order is going to be above your current entry point. Your take profit level is going to be below that. If it's a buy trade, it's the exact opposite. So for a buy trade, this is your entry, this is your take profit, and this is your stop loss. Okay, so this is your SL level. This is where you impute your SL price level. This is where you impute your TP price level. Okay, I'll show you an example of that right now, but for an instant execution, you just click on sell or buy. Okay, so let me click on one of them right now. Sorry about that. Yeah, so let me click on one of them right now. So I click on a sell. Okay, so see what happens. A sell order has been filled for me. So if I go on the chart, you can see that I have a sell order filled. I can delete every other order right now. Okay, so close, close. I'll close this as well, and then I have just that order running. Okay, I can add another order as well. So click on sell, and then you can see how simple it is. And then I wanted to show you guys how you can use or set take profit and stop loss order. So yeah, so this is a Euro USD chart. So let's say you want to get into a buy trade, okay, and you're looking for safe places to put your stop loss and take profit. Okay, so you have your buyers for this trade. Okay, so let's say you think now with the bias behind this buy trade that it's safe to put your stop loss here. So basically you're saying that if I get into a buy trade right here, if the market eventually gets to this point where I'm putting my stop loss, that means that this bias is no longer valid. Okay, we can't have the market buy anymore from this level. That's what a stop loss basically means, that your bias is no longer in check. Okay, so anything below that means that you're just incurring more losses for no reason. That's the reason why you should have a stop loss order. It's basically to protect you. So whether you're on your screen or you're not on your screen, you won't incur any more losses. At that level, you're telling the market, I don't want any more losses, I'm okay right here. I'll look for entries another day. Okay, this will help save your account, such that you do not incur any losses for whatsoever reasons, or losses more than you should, basically. Okay, so the same thing applies for take profit orders as well. So for take profit orders, you're telling the market, I'm okay with the profit right here. Possibly it might go higher than this level where I'm putting my take profit, but then I'm satisfied with the profit that I get at this particular point in time. Okay, but then look at this. So to copy the price level that is here right now, which is 1.1867, if you do not even want to quote it or put it in your head, you can just simply do what, come here, copy. Okay, so what I did was simply click and drag the horizontal tool right here. Okay, you know how to add this by now. Okay, the video on that explained how to use MT4, we explained how to add objects to your chart. Okay, so that is not a problem. So just carry this on. Basically what you do is just drag this until the horizontal tool till it reaches a price level you are okay with to set your stop loss order. Okay, and then click and hold it at that level. Okay, and then once you click on it, you click on the edit button up here. So click and hold. There is an edit button that pops up here. All right, once you click on that, you can copy the points. This is the price level. Okay, once you copy that, you can now go and place your order. So I want to execute a trade right there, so I just click on this and then click on if I click on a buy right now, it won't get filled in. The stop loss order won't get filled in, so I come to the stop loss order field and then paste that and click on buy. Okay, so look at what happens. So look at this now. You have your ASL field here. Look to your left, you have your order field here, buy order. Okay, same thing for take profit level. So let's say I have a take profit level up there and I want my take profit level to be somewhere here. Okay, I can still do the same thing. Okay, remember, you shouldn't just do this blindly. You should have confirmations behind this. Okay, your confirmations could be technical, it could be fundamental, but make sure that you have a reason why you are setting price at this level. That means that you actually believe that price will eventually get to those levels. So I paste this on my take profit level as well. So paste that, modify. Okay, so yeah, so if I delete that rectangle right now, you can see my order. So a take profit, TP, SL, and a buy order in the middle. Okay, same thing goes for your sell order. So your take profit for a sell order is going to be down. So had even this was a sell order field here, sell, okay, your take profit is going to be down because for a sell you're expecting price to come down and your stop loss is going to be up here. Okay, so now that we've gotten that over with, let's go into the other market executions, the pending orders that we have. So once you click on this right here, there is a drop down button here. So once you click on that, you notice that we have 4 of these pop up. So buy stop, sell sell limit, buy limit. So let's just go into that. We have a video that explains this really, but then this is to show you guys how to do it on your MT4. So let's go on our chart. So let's say that we have noticed, let me delete this. So let's say that we have noticed where price currently is and we don't feel that it is safe to get into a buy trade right here where price is right now. We feel that if price eventually comes down to this point, then it's safer to get into an entry. Why? Because that's a key level, okay? And we expect that there's likely going to be a reversal at that level. So we are executing, or we believe it's safer to buy at a cheaper price. That's in ForexKits. Boy, I mean. So yeah, so let's take a look at buy limit. So let's say we are currently here in the market, this particular point right here, and then we do not feel that it is safe to get into a buy trade right here. So we feel that a safer entry is going to be below here. So this particular point is safer to get into an entry because number one, is cheaper, and then it's a demand level that will likely get respected again. So what do? We do not get into an instant execution here. We wait for price to come down to our level of interest, which is the point where we have the horizontal level, and then what do? We can click on that price level, click on copy, and then copy that level. And then when we go to the execution panel, the other panel, we can instead of going into an instant execution, we can click on buy limit, okay, and then you are being asked for price here, and this is still your stop loss and take profit. So every other thing about stop loss and take profit applies. So remember that the level where you are interested in getting into an entry, you set your stop loss and take profit following that as well. So for this particular scenario, we want to initiate a buy trade, so we'll click on this and paste, okay, and remember that for this you do not have to place any buy order again or sell order, because you've selected a buy limit, it knows that you're going for a buy order, but then all you have to do is put in the price point. So you can click on place below here. So place is at the bottom, okay, so X, click on place, okay, and then our order has been placed. So I'll delete the horizontal level, look at that, okay, and then you can set your take stop loss order following what you have in mind at a lower level and your take profit order at a higher level. What would this help us to do? So buying here, let's imagine that our profit target is up here. This is the 4-hour time frame. Our profit target is up here. If we buy from here to that level, we'll make just a little profit. But if we are patient enough to wait for price to come to a cheaper level and then we initiate, that means that we are going to make a whole lot of profit, and probably our risk to reward ratio is going to be smaller. So you learn a lot more about risk management and risk to reward ratios in the advanced classes, okay? So that's the whole idea behind buy limit and sell limit. So sell limits work the same way as well. So for a sell limit, you do not feel that it's safe to get into a sell trade right here, but then you believe that if price goes higher a little bit, so you can sell off at a costlier price and then just keep on riding all of that in profit, okay, instead of just getting into a trade at the current market price and riding very little profit. Okay, that's the whole idea behind the limit orders. So let's talk about stop orders. So please do not confuse stop orders with stop loss orders. So stop orders are basically pending orders. Okay, so under pending orders we have the limit orders and the stop orders. So buy stop and sell stop are example of stop orders. Okay, stop orders. Okay, so let's look at an example. Let's look at a sell scenario this time around. Okay, let's go to USD card. Okay, so let's look at this. So you've seen currently that on the 4-hour time frame we are currently in a sell market. Okay, so we've had like a sell off currently, and previously we were in an uptrend. So maybe you do not feel safe to get into a sell order right here. Maybe you are waiting to see what happens once we break below this key level in the market. So maybe you are okay to take a trade right here. So at this point you are very okay that we've broken below that level. Plus this is a head and shoulder pattern, okay, so but then you do not want to execute at this current place. So if all of these things I'm saying sound like really advanced stuff for you guys. It's because it really is. We teach all of these things in advanced classes, and we make these lessons really simple. Okay, so then maybe once you come on there, you'll understand what all of this means. But basically, there are just things or confirmations that are lined up for you so that you can execute a trade in a certain direction. Okay, so as many probabilities that you have in your favor, the more likely these trades are to go in profit for you. So let's imagine that we've decided that if trade gets to this point, that's when we are filling in an order. So I can now bring my rectangle tool to that level, my horizontal line to that level. Okay, so this is it. So I'd feel a sell stop order here. So a sell stop order is basically telling the market up until when you get to this point, then fill me into an order. Other than that, do not fill me into any order. So if I copy this and go to my order panel and click on instant execution, sell stop, okay, then paste that price level here, okay, and click on place. Okay, let's go back. I'll delete this. I'll delete the horizontal line. Okay, so I click on it, delete, and then look at what happens. A sell stop order has been filled. Okay, so if the market continues going up from here, this order will never get activated. But if eventually the market place goes up, comes here, then starts retracing, creates another low, and then eventually triggers me into a trade, as soon as the candlestick reaches this point, you get triggered into a trade. So it doesn't matter that after 1 year, if that's after 2 years, as long as this order is still open here, if price does not eventually come to it, you won't get triggered. But as soon as price makes its way down here, you get filled into a sell order. Okay, so the sell means that you're expecting that price is going to continue falling off from there. So your profit target is going to be below this level. Okay, so your profit target is going to be below that level, and your take profit target is going to be above that. So if you get filled in, your profit target could be here. So you set your take profit there, your stop loss could be somewhere here. We can even do that together. So horizontal line, this is where I want my take profit to be. So copy that. Remember that all of these calculations, sorry, I mistakenly pasted, so copy that, copy, yeah, then we can go to our order, click on it, click on modify order, and then we can set our profit level. Okay, paste, modify. Okay, so eventually that gets triggered, okay, that is where our take profit level is going to be. And as soon as we get there, the market is going to store the thousands of dollars that we have in profit for us, because this is 1.0 losses. So that means that for every trade that we have, or every pip movement that we have is worth $10 per pip. Okay, so basically that is it for limit and stop orders. To understand more, we are still going to attach a YouTube video here that explains it. Okay, we took time to explain it on there, but this was just to show you how you can set these orders on your MetaTrader 4. Do have a great day, guys.